Welcome to another installment of Property Vlogs. Today I'm so excited to show you this gorgeous 4-bedroom house by Avant homes. Right, so where are we located? Everyone likes to ask. We are located in Exeter Park, which is near Chesterfield. Right, with that out of the that's cleared up. Moving forwards, the rest of the stats of the property are: it's a 4-bedroom, its size is approximately 1200 square feet, it's got some amazing quirky details, it's open plan, it's all the things we like to see, and with a lot of designer sanitary ware and appliances and goods inside. If all of that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned and we'll tour the whole thing together. All right, come inside. Hello, come inside and welcome home to your brand new house. Right, that's how it's going to feel when you come into this property. So let's lock the front door, and I am happy to say you walk straight into this beautiful coir matting flooring, which is also known as very kind of durable carpeting. Actually, this isn't coir matting because it doesn't actually have coir, but it's in the same token. You're probably wondering, what is she talking about? Essentially, it's fantastic to come into a property where there's a durable matting provided in the entryway, so you don't have your rugs, mats that slip around, and it's built in and it stops dirt being trafficked all the way into the rest of the property. I love that. Comment below if you also love that. Okay, let's start the tour properly in true Property Vlogs style. The front door is a very kind of modern, simple pared down door. It's just a white kind of matte painted finish. It's got a viewfinder there, which is great, and it's at a suitable height for people like me who are quite short. You've got your letterbox mid-height, chrome handles, and a viewing panel. Well, I was going to say viewing panel, it's actually just a glass panel to the left of it, bringing lots of light. They've added a strip of frosted film there as well, which makes it very private, so you don't feel overlooked. So now that you've come through into the hallway, we're going straight off that into this beautiful, I believe it's either ceramic or porcelain tile. Again, check with your developer whether this is a standard, an upgrade, or a kind of a premium finish. And most houses anyway, most new builds, they don't come with flooring, so you have to factor in that as an additional cost. But that is fantastic. This is the show home that we're going to show you. Straight off the front door is going to be your accessible toilet, and you tell me if this is not a nice sized toilet. You tell me if you've seen a nicer toilet. It's great because it's right off the front door. You've got your Geberit faceplate into a hidden system, so the whole toilet is built in behind this wall. I love this tiled finish they've done here. Again, they've contrasted that with another tile there, so you've seen that you have options to play with in the home. You've got this matte black Zender tower rail as well. It's beautiful. It's something different. And again, you can see the top is by Vado. That's a designer brand. And then the sink is by Sortini. So white goods by Sortini, taps by Vado, fantastic designer brand. Faceplate by Geberit, another fantastic name brand. And the radiator by Zender. So instantly, what you can conclude is that the white goods and sanitary ware are of a designer level. I love that. They've also put the tiling on the sill to the window that faces the front of the property, and that brings in lots of light, and then also great for ventilation. Again, let's look at this door. Oh, don't you just love this door? And the ironmongery. I like to talk about this, so let's give it its moment. Guys, look at this. It's a wood veneer effect, so it's not a solid piece of wood. It's a veneer on top of a wooden door, but it's done in a walnut coloured effect. You've got this amazing door handle, which is just like a piece of art on its own. It's like a chrome finish with a matte black metal handle as well. And then you've got your architraves, which are more kind of a standard profile. They're square, they're rectangular actually, with a bevel at the edge, painted in white high gloss. And then your architraves have got the shadow gap, and it all complements each other. So let's spin around and look at the rest of the hallway. So this is your view coming into your house. Wide entryway, radiator on this side, so you're nice and roasty as soon as you come in. You've got your systems, security systems, and all your kind of devices there on that wall. You've got your staircase peeking on your right, and then you've got a mystery door here. Let's have a quick look what's in the mystery door. It's going to be your cloak room. So it's a semi-cloak / laundry nook. And I love the fact that people are thinking about this more because, you know, we acknowledge the fact that we don't want our noisy washing machine in our open plan spaces. It disrupts our vibe. So that's really nice to have that. Fold away your laundry, all that stuff in there, and then make use of that as a cloak with a light fitted in, your security system, your internet, all of that is in there. Let me close that off now. And let's get on with the rest of the tour. So you're going to flow straight from there into your open plan space. Your open plan space is staged with a lot of kind of corners, nooks, angles. And again, it's like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. I absolutely love it, guys. I am kind of bored when I see like an open plan box where it's all open. There's nowhere to kind of have edges, to hide, to sit. You've got a nook there. So when you come in, the first nook you've got is this area here. They've staged it as a dining nook with a booth seating at the end. It's a 6-seater, but you can tell you can definitely put like an 8-seater table. This is a sizable table in itself, and it's very large. So essentially, this nook can be whatever you want. You can make this your living nook if you want, but let's follow their staging principles. They've done that as your dining. This is your snug at the end, living area nook. So they've got a generous sized L-shaped sofa, which looks like it could fit 4 or 5 people, radiator on that far wall. They've staged it with a bold kind of aubergine coloured wall paint throughout this whole wall. But imagine if that was white, which would be what your standard finish would be, it would make the space feel even bigger. So this kind of cradles this area here that looks over your rear garden. Again, most housing developers, they do not install aluminium frame doors. These are highly durable frame doors compared to your standard UPVC doors. They are bifolds as well, so that means when I twist this, it completely opens all the way and then it stacks on this wall. And you also have an option to just open one of the doors separately. It's fantastic for just flowing straight from this side into the garden. And as you can see outside, this is a bit of an architectural detail. There is a threshold drain in front, which is great for waterproofing. So when it rains, the water doesn't come in, and then the floor, the difference between the inside and the outside is very minimal. So it's great for if you've got wheelchair users who can walk, they can flow straight outside and you don't have this horrible step down. So that's great. Again, the garden is just for visual purposes, so just take that lightly. You're going to have lawn and paving slabs. You may not have, well, you're not going to have the bonsai tree, the conifers and the amazing planting and barks, but it's nice to see what you can do with it. So let's look back at this space. This is your TV nook, but imagine building this out in like casework. So you'd have basically cabinets, shelving, and then you'd have this as a display area. This could be anything. So if you're not really into watching TVs, I kind of want to do a little giggle after that, but let's say you're more into reading. This could be, you could hide your TV that you'd only have for guests, and then the rest of it could be built out with storage for books and all your favorite hobbies. So that's fantastic. You've got a little nook here, which then is your kitchen area. And I like the fact that they've also included this feature here. Again, there's a question mark as to whether this is standard or it is an add-on, but it's nice to know that for a new build house that's meant to not have any personality, that's meant to be a cookie cutter, bog standard thing, this adds a bit of depth to everything. You've got this marble effect to all the kitchen cabinets at high level, and then you've got it paired with this walnut effect veneer, and it has a bit of texture when you feel it as well. There's a bit of texture in the cabinets. They're not just flat. You've got that paired again with a marble effect laminate worktop. It's very slim profile, which is what they're doing nowadays. Very slim profile, which makes it nice and modern and contemporary. And then obviously they've carried that up to be the backsplash, and that's a full height splashback, backsplash, depending on how you want to call it, that goes all around the whole length of the kitchen. When you do things like that, you make the spaces flow together. There's less changes in materials, makes space feel bigger and open and more inviting. You've got electric hob by hot point here, so it's worth asking whether, if you're somebody who prefers to cook with gas, whether you can upgrade that. But it's an electric hob, and then you've got your drawers here as well, and then you've got your cutlery drawer here as well, beautifully staged. So if you staged this house, well done. So that's where your cutlery would be, and it's all on soft closers. I love that. And then more storage, and the inside of the cabinets as well, as you can see, is done in the same veneer. That is an extra cost for the developer to do. So it's good to know that that's something you get to benefit from, because they could have just gone with your white cabinets. So that's that. And then as you can see, again, you've got your cabinets there and storage. And then behind, I actually noticed there's a bit of a shadow gap there where they've done like a different black metal on the inside, and it just balances everything off perfectly. Hot point integrated oven, a double oven as well, as you can see there, and storage here above. Fantastic. So guys, let's whiz through the cabinets, because we do get a question of how much storage is there. So this is your extract fan, which is being kind of disguised behind the cabinets, but notice also there's space either side, so they've maximized storage. And as you can see there, your extract there with the lighting. Again, storage. And did you notice the inside of the storage is marble as well? It's that laminate effect, so that's beautiful. And again, I just wanted to point out, have you noticed this is brushed chrome sockets as well, and with a USB charge point. And I don't know about you, but I love the fact that that's got a USB integrated already. You've got your other bank of sockets there for your dishwasher, and you're turning on your integrated appliances below, and then just lots and lots of storage. That's a storage drawer. You've got storage there. And then this is your dishwasher by Hotpoint, as you can see, integrated beautifully with this beautiful angle and handle done in the same style of the kitchen. And that's your fridge and freezer. Yoink. So that's that. I wonder if they have ice lollies in the freezer. No. Okay. Notes for the stingy person. So yeah, in terms of the space, again, you've got your UPVC windows here facing the back. So these are standard, and it's so quiet in here. So I know the specification of the fittings are fantastic. Again, the handles are slightly different actually. They're like matte chrome handles. You've got a beautiful view over the kind of that direction of your garden. So let's keep going through the rest of the house. So as we walk through the rest of the open plan space, let's head on upstairs. I like this detail. It's really nice. So now we are in the first floor landing, and in terms of landings, it's very spacious. As you can see, there's a kind of a slightly gallery landing effect, so you can look down and kind of communicate with who's downstairs quite easily. And this is a fantastic wall for putting up artwork, mirrors, or whatever you want to display on there, medals, trophies. But let's go into the first room. This room is a single bedroom with a fantastic mural at the end, which we will not get distracted by. So cute. Anyway, this is a single bedroom. As you can see, it's been staged with a single bed, a dresser over there, and then there's another dresser here. Now we have to ask the question, if we wanted a wardrobe, can we fit a wardrobe in here? And yes, you can. You could probably fit in a single wardrobe, which would be more than plenty for a single bedroom. You've got your radiator here, a window facing the front of the property, and both sides of the window open. So on those hot summer months, well, probably a day or two of the in the summer in the UK, but those hot when the weather's really hot, you can basically open this up and bring in lots of ventilation into here. Let's go back on the landing. And we've got a king size bedroom with another fantastic piece of wallpaper, and it's textured and feels amazing. This headboard is lovely as well. So this is a king size bed, 2 bedside tables fit either side, and then you have to wonder, where would your wardrobe go? It would have to go opposite the bed, and we know so many people hate mirrored wardrobes. So if you were to do one, do a sliding door without a mirror, or you do half one on this wall, or like they've done, go with a large dresser, and it can fit a large dresser with enough space, a large dresser at the end, and then you can have your TV in front or artwork like they've done. To my right, there is a double window again with 2 opening panes, bringing in lots of ventilation, and you can look over the front of the property at this part of the property. So let's keep it moving. We're now back in the landing, and the landing does not feel stingy at all. We've got the same doors we were talking earlier, so they haven't downgraded just because it's a star cupboard. And as you can see, this is such a spacious cupboard, and it's got lighting inside it as well, which we haven't got switched on at the moment, but will magically be switched on by Brian. So as you can see, you've got a lighting there. So you've got this as your linen cupboard because there's no hot water cylinder here. The energy and the hot water system here is different, so you don't have that bulky equipment in that. So that's fantastic. And you can put shelving, kit it out however you like. So I twist around and we're going to look at this gorgeous, gorgeous family bathroom. So in this family bathroom, you've got your toilet, sink and bath by Sortini, and the fittings in here, I almost want Ryan to kind of like look over them. They're not your standard fittings. So number one, we've got this Vado sink. So let's demo that. That's really funky. The Sortini sink, and it's kind of like a trowel kind of type sink as well over this beautiful floating vanity, which it's either, okay, it's a push. When you can't do that, it's a push. And that's fantastic. It's done in this beautiful, very, very light colored, I've forgotten what it's called, almost blue, very, very light turquoise effect. You've got tiling and this beautiful ceramic tile with the chrome edging strips, and it's been brought in into the reveals of the window. The window itself is obscure, bringing in lots of light. You've got floor to ceiling tiling throughout. You've got your Geberit faceplate and your toilet, and you're probably wondering, where is the actual toilet? It's got a hidden cistern, which means the flushing element is behind this wall, and that's why you've got such a deep reveal. So normally most walls are not this thick. This wall's been built out to hide all the stuff that makes this magic work. So essentially just know that you probably have space there. And if you've ever wanted to do like a recessed shower shelf, there's probably space behind there to go in and do that in your own time. So there's a kind of a glass shower screen there. It's not fixed, it's fully hinged. And then you've got your beautiful shower valves again there, and they're in this black effect. So there is a theme. It's like a monochromatic theme. You've got a handheld shower there done in such a modern style, and your bath filler as well, and your waste, and then your rain head fixture, which is actually quite a large size for a rain head shower. I just love the fact that they've really gone to town with all the fittings. Again, you didn't see it, but there is a matte black, actually let's show you really quickly. There's a matte black towel rail by Zenda behind the door. Again, like I said, the brands in here, Google them, you'll find that they are reputable designer brands. So let's come back into the landing and let's go to the next room. So this room is another king size bed. The proportions of this room and is kind of more like our style, isn't it? We've got space for end tables either side, and then a beautiful fitted in dressing nook area and wardrobe there. Again, it's up to you whether you want to do the whole wall wardrobes, or whether you want to do it like they've done and add a little desk there for whatever you want to use it for. We've got a window, double paned window there looking over the back of the garden and the rest of the development, and then you've got another area here where you can put your TV or a dressing table there. So that's this bedroom. And then the last room that I want to bring you into is your principal bedroom. So let me just turn on the lights really quickly. Voila. So principal bedroom, what are the features apart from the noticeable size of the space and rectangular layout? It's got windows with two opening sides looking over your rear garden. Your radiator sits just below your window, and then in this space you can see the amount of furniture you can fit in. There's dressing area here, well no, not a dressing area, a dressing nook here, and you could put a dressing table here if you wanted, or a reading nook if you're into books. Your TV could be mounted on your wall opposite your bed, and this is a king size bed, which I mean, I think you have to choose. If you wanted to go for a super king, you probably wouldn't want to have furniture immediately in front of the bed, and if you did, you'd want slim life furniture. If you go for a bed, a substantial bed, you can still fit substantial dressing tables either side. These aren't your tiny little dressing tables that you can pick up, you know, in sets of two. These are chunky size, sturdy pieces of furniture that the room can fit in, and you can see the height takes a really dramatic headboard as well. And I love the proportions of this room, and there's still more. There's also an area here for circulation walking into the room without walking into furniture, and you've got sliding wardrobe doors which are fully fitted floor to ceiling, which may or may not be an extra, so it's worth asking the developer, but you know that the room fits wardrobes in that section. Again, as we expect, the room, being a principal room, has its own private ensuite, and this ensuite has, I've not seen this before, Brian. Look at this. It's got a curved door to come in. So instead of just having a glass that stops there, a fixed screen, they've also got an additional protection there which hinges back. You've got a valve there, or the beginnings of a valve. Again, these things do happen in show homes, guys. It's not an example of bad workmanship. It's just at the stage that we view the show homes, sometimes the fittings, they're in the process of being installed. So that's where your valve would be. That's where your handheld device, and you've got your rain head fixture, all by Vado as well. Again, you've got your Vado tap there that we saw earlier in the family bath, and the sink there. It's quite a low level sink, so that's a decision to be made as well. It's a low level sink. You've got a recessed tiled area here with a mirror. It's very, very modern. I really like that. And again, you've got your push button vanity there that's floating. It's great for mopping underneath because there's no legs to work around. You've got your Geberit faceplate in like a really shiny high gloss black, and then you've got your toilet there, your window bringing in lots of light, so you know when it's morning, you know when it's evening, and you get ventilation from that section. You've got our Zender towel rail behind the door as well, and then this makes me want to interact with it, but I believe it's probably just for services, you know, behind there. No, it's not. So it makes me want to interact with it because it's additional storage. I've not seen a medicine cabinet like this before. That's fantastic. Glass shelving put in. I think that's going to be an extra. But again, if it's not, that is a benefit to this developer. So, right, that's pretty much the ensuite, and I hope you've enjoyed this tour so far. If you have, and make sure to leave a comment about what you like the most about this whole property, or what you would like more developers to do that you saw here, because this is pretty unique, this place. So with that being said, subscribe as well before you leave so that we can notify you, or YouTube will notify you when our next video comes up. And in the meantime, why not watch one of the videos that's going to pop up somewhere on the screen, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, bye.